Analysis of DC circuits using Thevenin's theorem, a video created by R.S. Madhukeshwara, Assistant Professor of Physics, Government College for Women, Mandya. Thevenin's theorem states that any linear and bilateral network can be replaced by an equivalent circuit containing a voltage source VTH and a series resistance RTH. This theorem is useful to quickly and easily solve complex linear circuits and networks. The open circuit voltage VOC across the load terminals is called Thevenin voltage VTH, and the equivalent resistance seen by the load terminals is called the Thevenin resistance RTH. An equivalent circuit is one whose VI characteristics are identical with the original circuit. The given two-terminal linear network can be reduced into a Thevenin equivalent circuit by finding the Thevenin resistance RTH and the Thevenin voltage VTH of the given linear network. Here it is important to note that the Thevenin's resistance of a linear network is nothing but the equivalent resistance observed from the load terminal, and the Thevenin voltage is nothing but the open circuit voltage observed from the load terminals. The following steps are used to compute the Thevenin resistance RTH of the given linear circuit. Step 1. Remove the load resistor. Step 2. Short circuit the voltage sources in series with their internal resistance and open circuit the current sources in parallel with their internal resistance. Step 3. Find the equivalent resistance RTH seen by the load terminals. In this case, with respect to the load terminals, the resistors R1 and R2 are in parallel combination, and that combination is in series with the resistor R3. Therefore, RTH is given by RTH is equal to R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3, or which is equal to R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R2 into R3 by R1 plus R2. Here it is important to note that there is no internal resistance for the voltage source and there is no current source in the considered circuit. The following steps are used to compute the Thevenin's voltage VTH of the given linear circuit. Step 1. Remove the load resistor. Step 2. Observe the open circuit voltage VOC from the load terminals, which gives the Thevenin's voltage VTH. In this case, the Thevenin voltage, that is the open circuit voltage observed from the load terminals, is nothing but the voltage across the resistor R2. Therefore, the Thevenin voltage VTH is given by VTH is equal to I into R2, where I is the current flowing through the resistor R2 and is given by V by R1 plus R2. Therefore, VTH becomes V into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. When a linear circuit is replaced by a Thevenin's equivalent circuit, the current voltage relationship at the load resistor remains same. Hence, the theorem is said to be verified if the current through the load resistor in the linear circuit is same as the current through the load resistor in the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. If I prime is the current through the load resistor in a linear circuit, and if I double prime is the current through the load resistor in a Thevenin's equivalent circuit, then the theorem is said to be verified if I prime is equal to I double prime. The current through the load resistor in the linear circuit I prime is given by I prime is equal to I into R2 by R2 plus R3 plus RL. Call that as equation 1, because the branch current is given by main current into the resistance of the opposite branch divided by the sum of the resistances. The main current I in the linear circuit is given by I is equal to V by R effective. Call that as equation number 2. The effective resistance of the linear circuit is given by R effective is equal to R1 plus R2 into R3 plus RL by R2 plus R3 plus RL, because with respect to the source terminal, R3 and RL are in series, and that series combination is in parallel with R2, and that entire parallel combination is in series with R1. Therefore, R effective becomes R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R1 into RL plus R2 into R3 plus R2 into RL by R2 plus R3 plus RL. Substituting the value of R effective in equation 2 gives I is equal to V into R2 plus R3 plus RL by R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R1 into RL plus R2 into R3 plus R2 into RL. Now substitute the value of I in equation 1. We get I prime is equal to V into R2 by R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R1 into RL plus R2 into R3 plus R2 into RL. Call that as equation number 3. The current I double prime through the load resistor in the Thevenin's equivalent circuit is given by I double prime is equal to VTH by RTH plus RL, because RTH and RL are in series with respect to VTH. Call that as equation number 4. Now the Thevenin's resistance RTH and the Thevenin's voltage VTH of the linear circuit can be calculated as explained earlier, and are given by RTH is equal to R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2 plus R3, or which is equal to R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R2 into R3 by R1 plus R2, and VTH is given by VTH is equal to I into R2, which is equal to V into R2 by R1 plus R2. Substituting the values of RTH and VTH in equation 4, we get I double prime is equal to V into R2 by R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R2 into R3 plus R1 into RL plus R2 into RL. Call that as equation number 5. The Thevenin's theorem is said to be verified if the current through the load resistor in case of a linear circuit is same as that of the current through the load resistor in case of a Thevenin's equivalent circuit. For that, we have to compare the expression of I prime with that of I double prime. The current through the load resistor in the linear circuit I prime from equation 3 is given by I prime is equal to V into R2 by R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R1 into RL plus R2 into R3 plus R2 into RL. Call that as equation A. The current I double prime through the load resistor in the Thevenin's equivalent circuit from equation 5 is given by I double prime is equal to V into R2 by R1 into R2 plus R1 into R3 plus R2 into R3 plus R1 into RL plus R2 into RL. Call that as equation B. If we compare equation A with equation B, it is clear that the expression for I prime is same as the expression for I double prime. Hence the theorem is proved. Now let us consider a DC circuit in which the voltage across 6 ohm resistor is to be calculated using Thevenin's theorem. To find RTH, first remove the 6 ohm resistor because we have to calculate the current through the 6 ohm resistor. Then short the 4 volt voltage source. and calculate the resistance observed from the terminals of 6 ohm. In this case, the first two resistors, that is 2 ohm and 2 ohm, are in parallel with respect to the terminals of the 6 ohm, and 3 ohm resistor is in series with that combination. Therefore, RTH becomes 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2 plus 3, which is equal to 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4 ohm. To find VTH, again remove 6 ohm resistor and calculate the open circuit voltage observed from the terminals of 6 ohm. In this case, it is nothing but the voltage across the 2 ohm resistor. Therefore, VTH is equal to V2, which is equal to I into 2, where I is the current through the 2 ohm resistor and is given by 4 divided by 2 plus 2, which is nothing but 1. Therefore, VTH becomes 1 into 2, which is equal to 2 volt. Once if you know the value of RTH and VTH of the given linear circuit, then in order to find the current through the 6 ohm resistor, replace the given linear circuit by a Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Now, the current through the 6 ohm resistor according to the Thevenin's equivalent circuit is given by I6 equal to VTH by RTH plus 6. If we substitute the value of VTH and RTH in I6, I6 becomes 2 by 4 plus 6, which is equal to 2 by 10, which is equal to 0.2 ampere. Therefore, the voltage across 6 ohm resistor becomes V6 equal to I6 into 6. If we substitute the value of I6, V6 becomes 0.2 into 6, which is equal to 1.2 volt. In my next video, I will discuss how to analyze the given DC circuit using Norton's theorem.